Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young and athletic boy who was driven by his hunger for success. Winning was everything to him, and he measured his success solely by his victories. One day, the boy was preparing himself for a running competition in his village. Two other young boys also stepped forward to compete, and a large crowd gathered to witness the sporting spectacle. News of the little boy's talent reached a wise old man, who decided to travel far to bear witness to the race. As the race commenced, it seemed like a closely contested battle, with the finish line appearing to be a level heat. However, the determined boy dug deep, summoning his determination, strength, and power. With an incredible burst of speed, he crossed the finish line and secured the first position. The crowd erupted with ecstasy, cheering and waving at the triumphant boy. Amidst the jubilation, the wise man remained still and calm, expressing no sentiment. The little boy, on the other hand, felt proud and important, basking in the adoration of the crowd. Inspired by his victory, a second race was called, and two new young and fit challengers stepped forward to run against the little boy. Once again, the race unfolded, and the boy summoned his determination and prowess to finish first. The crowd erupted in joy once more, cheering and waving at the victorious boy. Yet again, the wise man remained still and calm, showing no emotion. The little boy reveled in his sense of pride and importance. The little boy, brimming with confidence, pleaded for another race. To his surprise, the wise old man stepped forward and presented him with two new challengers. However, these challengers were different from the previous ones. One was an elderly frail lady, and the other was a blind man. The little boy protested, questioning the nature of this race, as it seemed unfair and unusual. The wise man replied calmly, "Race, indeed." The race commenced, and as the little boy ran, he noticed that the two challengers remained stationary at the starting line. Confusion and frustration filled his mind, and he wondered why the crowd showed no sentiment toward him. He approached the wise man with his concerns, questioning why the people did not join in his success. The wise man simply replied, "Race again. This time, finish together, all three of you." The little boy took a moment to contemplate this instruction. He then stood in the middle of the blind man and the frail old lady, understanding the true essence of the race. He took their hands, and together, they started walking slowly, ever so slowly, towards the finishing line. As they crossed the finish line together, the crowd fell silent. There were no cheers or waves, but the wise man smiled gently and nodded his head in approval. The little boy, although initially confused, now felt an overwhelming sense of pride and importance. He approached the wise man once more, seeking clarification on who the crowd was cheering for. The wise old man looked into the little boy's eyes, placing his hands on the boy's shoulders, and replied softly, "Little boy, in this race, you have won much more than in any race you have ever run before." The crowd cheers not for any individual winner. You see, in your life, what are you running for? Is success solely measured by winning? Who are you running against? And if you always win against everybody, then soon the people will stop cheering for you. The wise man continued, "At the end of your life, when you look back, ask yourself who was running next to you in this race. If they were weaker and old, did you help them get across the line? Did you all finish together? Because that, my dear boy, is the best race you can ever run. So, run this race called life, but don't forget, it is not important if you win. What truly matters is how you run this race." With these words, the little boy gained a profound understanding of the race called life. From that day forward, he realized that true success lay not only in personal victories but also in uplifting and supporting others on their journey. He embraced a new perspective, valuing compassion, empathy, and the shared triumph of crossing the finish line together.